So today's video is going to be about making lanyards. If you watch through the video and you watch to the end, I'm going to announce a giveaway. I am a 71-year-old woman who loves to camp and travel. Most of the time I take my little Schnauzer Snickers with me. I belong to 4 lady camp groups, and one I started in my area. One of the reasons we bought the Minnie Winnie was so I could go more on my own or with my lady camper groups. My channel, Crafty Traveler, isn't only about crafting, it's about being crafty smart. When traveling, camping, quilting, and doing crafts. Hello, it's Lonnie with Crafty Traveler. A few of you have asked me to do a sewing or crafting video. So over the holidays, since I'm kind of home, I'm going to do that. So today's video is going to be about making lanyards. These are my 2 that I wear around. This one has sewing machines on it, and this one has my RV keys, and it has Class C campers on it. And I still have a few inches of this fabric left. I could make a few more out of this fabric. But I just went to my favorite fabric store here in Willits, California. It's called Country Quilts and Fabric, and she was having a big sale. By the way, today is Saturday, Small Business Saturday, November 26th. So I went there and she had a big sale, but she always has some things on sale. So if you're passing through Willits, it's a good little store to go to. Look it up. She's going to be moving into a new store in February. So I'm going to hopefully do a interview with her and a tour of the store in the middle of to the end of February. So keep watch out for that. So I did see my friend Rachel, who's working there this weekend. She has a full-time job, but this is just her I will work for fabric gig. So what I bought, and I bought this fabric in mind for making lanyards and bowl cozies. I'm going to do another video on how to make bowl cozies another time. But there's some really pretty fabrics here that I just bought today. Some that campers will like, and some that just anybody will like. What I'm going to do today is out of this fabric. Pretty patriotic fabric, kind of neutral, but it should be very nice little lanyard. So when I make these lanyards, I have 2 different clasps. I have this one that's got a little heart on it and with a ring, and it's very easy to undo it and to do it, to take things off. It's very strong. It holds all my RV keys and a whistle. I use the whistle for calling for help, as well as Snickers responds to this whistle quite well. I've been doing some training with him. Anyway, and or if you if you don't like the hearts, I just have a regular clasp like this one with a ring, and it's in a chrome color. But anyway, I'm going to use the regular clasp with the ring in the chrome color for this demonstration today. Okay, the first thing I have to do is cut the fabric. This is a 1/2 yard of fabric, so it's 18 inches by 44. I'm going to use the width of the fabric, folding it in half. This fabric is not washed, but it should wash well. And once it's sewn into a lanyard, it's not going to wrinkle. It is 100% cotton. So first thing I'm going to do is cut off the selvage here. Okay, salvage all gone. Now I like to make my lanyard start with 3 inches wide. Okay, I'm going to cut 2 because I'm going to give one away. That's this fabric. And then I'll have another one in case somebody wants to buy one. And then I still have some fabric left, which I'll save for the bowl cozy. Well, I made a mistake and I cut it the wrong way, so I have 2 pieces. So I'm going to sew it together. It'll be fine. I've done lots of them this way. The way I'm going to sew it is I'm going to lay the fabric right sides together, but at an angle, and I'm going to sew the diagonal line here, and then I will trim this part and it will be straight. This is how I place it on the sewing machine at a 90-degree angle, right sides or pretty sides or printed sides together, starting at this corner over here and sewing diagonally to this corner. Okay, you can see the seam there, the diagonal seam. And then I'm going to trim it about 1/4 of an inch from the seam. And then when I open it up, it's straight. This is a better way to sew strips together than just sewing them at a regular seam straight across. This is at a bias, but it holds better because it will stretch a little bit and not pull the stitches out. Alright, now I'm going to iron it. The next part is to do some ironing on the lanyard fabric. I've had this little iron for a long time. I think I got it on Amazon. If I find the link, I'll link it below. It's a very nice little handy iron. You can even use water in it for steam, although I'm not going to use steam today. And it's great for traveling. I take this one with me when I'm traveling in my RV along with my passport sewing machine. First, I'm going to iron it in half. So this time the wrong sides go together, or the unprinted or the not so pretty side. Fold it in half on itself and then press. I'm using this pressing mat that is really only about a 12 by 12 inch square. I take this along with me also, and it's a pressing mat on one side and it's a cutting mat on the other side. This is what I use to cut with as well. Alright, it's all pressed in half. Now I open it up again and you can see there's a line, a pressing line. That's your guide line. So I'm going to bring this in again, and I'm going to bring the other side in to meet it. And then after bringing it in to meet it, I'm going to press it again and fold the sides into the center, just like that. Alright, so I pressed it in half, then I've pressed it by putting half into the center, which means it's pressed in quarters. Now I'm going to do one more pressing, and I'm going to fold this over again to match, and I'm going to press this. After I've done a lot of these and I've pressed it in half and I fold in the sides into the center, I can do this part all at the same time, but when you're first learning it, it's better to take it step by step. It's all pressed. Now we go to the sewing machine. Okay, I've got the lanyard pieces all sewn together and they're folded and pressed. And I've changed my thread to beige on the top and on the bottom. I'm going to make sure these are held together, and I'm going to stitch all the way down one side, turn around and stitch all the way down the other side. So I'm trying to keep my stitching line about 1/4 of an inch from the folds. I'm going to trim off the little threads there. Now it's all stitched down the one side where the pieces are folded together. Now I'm going to do the other side where the fold is, and again staying about 1/4 of an inch, or my foot is 1/4 of an inch away from the fold. Trimming off the end so I have no threads there. Okay, so now the lanyard is stitched on both sides. So next comes sewing it together, but before I sew it together, I need to put the ring on it. The hook can come later, but the ring has to be on it before the two ends are sewn together. And if you forget to do that, then you got to cut it and start over. Okay, so I'm just going to sew a seam across here. I'm going to leave about 1/2 inch this time because I'll show you why. And I like to back stitch this. And maybe even sew it one more time forward. That just makes it nice and secure. Now I'm going to bring the ring down and put it right in between on the seam. Just like that. And then the seam pieces go around it. The seam allowance goes around it. Like this. And then you actually bring the whole lanyard around to encase that seam allowance. So after I have folded the inside stitch allowance and folded the lanyard over the ring, I'm going to stitch it. And back stitch. And forward one more time. Good. All right. There it is. Now you've got to put the little hook piece on. You just open up the ring and slip it in there just like you would any key. if it was just a keychain. Make sure it's all the way in there. Good. So there it is. That's what it looks like close up. And that's what it looks like on. It's not real long. I can make them longer, but it works. It goes over the head, and then the keys would be hanging here. Thanks for watching my video on how to make a lanyard. And lanyards can be used for keys, for other things, whistles, name tags, whatever you want to keep track of and hang around your neck. So what I'm going to do today is do a drawing for the lanyard I made today. Here's a picture. What you have to do is be a subscriber to my channel. Click the like button and make a comment, lanyard, or word lanyard, or something about lanyard. I want the lanyard, something that has the word lanyard in it. And I will put your name in a drawing, and I will draw it, and I will then say who it is and announce it on my YouTube channel only. When I announce it, then you'll need to email me your address at this email. And then I can send it to you. I do sell the lanyards. I sell in person, I usually sell them for $3, but if I have to mail it, I sell them for $5 because that includes shipping and handling. And if you would like to purchase one, you can also email me at this email and give me your address and the color you would want. Or if you're not sure about the color, when I get your email, I could take a few pictures of a specific color of fabric that may have different designs on it and email it back to you, and it might take email back and forth. But then once we decide on which one you want me to make for you, then I will request that you send me the money PayPal. And then I can send the lanyard to you. I will be in Quartzsite in January, from January 7th through the 24th. And if you find me and you think you want a lanyard, I can sell it to you. I'm not going to set up a store or anything. But if you message me or email me before then, I can bring a lanyard for you. And then you can just pay me $3. Okay. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe. See you later. And don't forget, stay crafty, smart, creative, and safe. Thanks for watching.